Star Wars CCG, light-side capital starships. Let's explore the universe together. Engage.
Star Wars. CCG coming together in one unbreakable union. Strategy, fun, collecting, Darth Vader, Jar Jar Binks, Anakin Skywalker. Everything you could want in a game. If it's in here, it's in your head, and it's in here, and that's in your head. So, today, first of all, this is the start of a brand new season. 10 episodes coming out. First episode. Every episode we're going to be giving away a starter deck. I can smell the 1995 on it. Ooh, smells good. Limited edition premiere. Might get a Vader. Might get a 10 Vader. Who knows? Perfect 10. Perfect 10 Obi. Perfect 10 Han. Anyway, Star Destroyers get so much love. Imperial capital starships, so much love. You know, you got the Conquest. You got the Devastator. You got the Tyrant. You got the Stalker. You have the Avenger. You have the Executor. You have the Destiny 4 Executor. It's Destiny 4 because it's better. Then you have that special edition Star Destroyer that deploys for 9, the Vengeance that I never see played, and then you have the Death Star 2 ones that, you know, Thrawn rides around on. They're all so cool. We don't have enough love for, that's right, we don't have enough love for light side Rebels, capital starships. So today I'm going to be ranking them. There's 15 of them. 5 of them are non-unique. I'll rank them 5-1, and then we'll rank all the unique ones 10-1. You tell me below. Do you hate my list? What's your favorite? Do you love my list? What's your favorite? And I'm going to randomly pick somebody for next week and give you a free starter deck. Send it to you. Ooh, yeah. It's just good. So let's get started. All right, let's get into the capital starships. So coming in, there's 5 non-unique, and this is coming in at number 5, the worst of the non-unique capital light side capital ships. It's a medium bulk freighter. We all don't remember it from the movie because it's a CGI thing they added in special edition. A lot of the CGI cards, love the cards, but don't really care for the artwork on them. Don't really care for it. Destiny 3 is pretty good. Quad laser cannons can deploy, I guess, but okay. 2 pilots, permanent pilot ability 1, hyperspeed 4, power 3. Very, very, very mediocre card. Putting it at number 5, plus it deploys like a starfighter, so it's barely a capital ship. Let's go to number 4. You got the medium transport. Really, good luck trying to find a use for this card. I guess you could attempt first transport as a way, but that's such a cumbersome way to retrieve force. Putting people as passengers, so they basically all you can do is forfeit them when you get in a battle. When somebody tries to battle your medium transport, I guess you can have a bunch of high forfeit characters on there when you eventually lose the battle. Permanent pilot provides ability 1. Only thing it has going for it is the Destiny 3. Other than that, pretty weak. Pretty weak. They could have made it hyperspeed 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. That would have been a cool addition to that card. Number 3 of the non-uniques. Let's go Nebulan B Frigate. Love the name. Always loved this card. It was my favorite capital ship whenever I played the TIE Fighter game from the mid-90s, early 90s. Such a cool ship to destroy. Anyway, not that great of a card. It's not bad. Hyperspeed 4, not bad. Power 4, deploy for 5, forfeit 6. Turbo blast, turbo laser batteries, and laser cannons deploy. Okay. Destiny 3 is nice. Nothing to write home about. It's non-unique. Let's go number 2. Now we're getting into the spicy things. Number 2 is the Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. Oh my goodness.
Wow. You, sir, are a mouthful.
Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. Thing that stinks about this, yes, it's the deploy and forfeit of a Star Destroyer. Okay, cool. The light side has their Star Destroyer. Armor 5. Okay, hyperspeed 3. Power 7, so it's 1 less than a Star Destroyer. Granted, they're not as powerful, obviously, in the movie and stuff, and kind of in lore, they're not as powerful. But really, deploys only to Mon Calamari or Rebel Base. Oh, gosh, I can't say these words. Or Rebel Base. That really inhibits it. So it can't really go anywhere. You're going to need some other effects. I know in the virtual sets, there's some things that ameliorate these problems. But as for this, it's kind of, unless you're playing like Haven or something, or or have your Hoth out, or you got to specifically have cards if you want to play this. So it's not that great. It's not as good as the big non-unique. I love this non-unique capital ship. It's the Carillion Corvette. It's the OG from Premier. Uncommon 2. Loved pulling these guys from packs. Permanent pilot provides ability of 1, kind of stinks, but I mean, what doesn't? I mean, I guess the Calamari Cruiser had ability 2, but deploy for 4, forfeit 8. So much forfeit out of this bad guy. Can soak up so much damage. 3 pilots, 4 passengers. Hyperspeed 3 is a little limiting, but I think it's well balanced. It's better than the non-unique Imperial Star Destroyer because that deploys for 8. You can pump these. You can put 3 or 4 of these in your deck, especially Premier. Before Premier, if they're special edition, anything before Death Star 2, really, you can throw these in your deck and they're still viable. Before the matching pilots thing all came in Death Star 2, these were still viable. So this is my favorite non-unique ship. Let's get into the real stuff. Number 10, coming in on the unique capital starships. It's a transport. It's Bright Hope. It's from that wonderful Cloud City set that had so many worthless rares. I guess it has 1 more forfeit than a non-unique, but it deploys for 1 more too. Here's the catch. It has 6 passengers, so you can retrieve a little more force with your first transporters away. Has a 3 destiny, just like the non-unique. Really, nothing to write home about. Should have made it hyperspeed 7 or something outrageous, so it did something cool. It's just not... I love the card, but it's just a stinker. Coming in at number 9, here we go again. Another transport. This is the Death Star 2 Luminous. Armor 3, so it has a little less armor than the Bright Hope. Hyperspeed 5. Now we're getting there. Deploy for 3. Permanent pilot ability 2 is good. It may use covert landing like a starfighter or a shuttle, which kind of does have its place if you want to run it. So it does have a few more uses. Still not very good. I've never seen it ran in a deck. Please tell me if you've seen it run. Number 9. Let's go number 8. All right. Now we're getting into the better ones. Masanya. The Masanya. Super cool. That's a super cool image from the Battle of Death Star 2 or whatever it's called. That is such a cool image taken from the Decipher did a really good job editing out all the other ships and getting that picture. Deploys for 5, so 1 more than a regular Corvette, but you can deploy -4 to a non-unique Star Cruiser. So if you're running non-unique Star Cruisers and have that as the focus of your deck, you might want to throw this in and deploy it for 1. That would always be good. 3 pilots, 4 passengers, just like the other one. Permanent pilot ability of 1. Cannot be hit by missiles. Is pretty good. Not many Darkside decks run missiles. The Intruder missile sometimes is ran as a Destiny tracker. So it has its uses. I like the card. That's why it comes in at number 8. Number 7. Now we're getting into the big Star Cruisers. This is my least favorite of the big Star Cruisers. Still really cool. It has really cool art. Love it. I love it when you get into the 10s. When it has 10 forfeit, it makes the box bigger. I just love how that looks on the Executor and Home 1 and the other big Star Cruisers. When you get that big forfeit on there, it makes them look so much more menacing. Deploy for 9, forfeit 10. Not immune to any attrition. That's why I'm putting it on here. That's the biggest problem with Star Destroyers. They're not immune to attrition. Unless you get the Quake drives out or something else or some other effect. It does have a permanent pilot ability too. Pretty good. Each of its weapon destinies are +2. Capital starships hit are power -5. If you're running weapons, this would go way up in the rank. But as it stands, just a generic, just using it in any random deck, of course, it's not as strong. If you're running weapons, it's a must. If not, it's probably the last of the Mon Calamari Star Cruisers that you put in your deck. Next one is another big one, the Independence. Great picture. Love that picture. So cool. I just love the models. I just love when that thing comes out of hyperspace. I am thinking it's not as good as some of the others because it's only immune to 3 or less than 3 attrition, less than 4 with a rebel leader aboard. So really, it gets destroyed pretty easy if you only have that out there. So the deploy for 9, forfeit 10, still good, just like the last one. I put it a little above the last one just for the immunity of attrition. But if you're running obviously it's not as good if you have weapons. Still about equal to the Defiance. So the Independence, Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Number 5. We'll get away from the Star Cruisers and get into the Spiral. Special Edition card was one of my favorite cards when it came out. Still really good. If you're playing Premier through Special Edition, which has the tournament coming up, by the way, I'm going to put the link in the description. Sign up for that tournament. The Premier through Special Edition, I think some of the proceeds go to charity, Sean Valdez charity for the cancer research. Sign up for that tournament. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to be there. So the Spiral, if you're playing Premier through Special Edition or Premier through Endor, which is going on right now, and somebody has 2 Force in their Force pile, and you're going to battle them in space, yeah, they probably have a Spiral in their hand. I love Spiral because permanent pilot ability too. It's just so much easier. You can just plop Wedge on there and get a Destiny instead of having to have Luke on there or something. It's nice when you only need one ability to pilot. Love it. Obviously, Power 5, one more than a regular Corvette. Wait, what am I talking about? How much is it? Yeah, no, it's the same power as a regular Corvette. One more armor. My bad. One less forfeit too. So that's a drawback too. Destiny 2. It's a cool card. Has a lot of uses. Dig it. All right. Number 4. Now we're getting into the uber powered things. The Redemption. Love this card. 4 pilots, 4 passengers. You know, this is the frigate that we all love. It's deploy 6, forfeit 6. Permanent pilot provides ability of 1. It is so good if you have Baka Tank. If you have Baka Tank, it doesn't just make your Baka tank patients deploy free to your hand. It deploys free to the ship. So you have Obi-Wan, throw him on the Redemption. They battle you in space. You lose. Oh, you got 9 forfeit there. Okay, throw him in the Baka Tank. Comes right back the next turn for free. It's like they better have 10 more power than you to even hurt this ship. Love the Redemption. Great Cloud City card. Only if you're running the Baka Tank. Really cool. Nebula B frigate. 4th favorite. It was tough. Now the top 3. All right. These are all so close. I went back and forth how to rank these. And I got to do it. I almost ranked this number 1, but then I thought about it more. You know, I love the Tainted 4. It is so iconic. Deploy 2. Okay. I'm getting excited. Power 5, armor 4, hyperspeed 3. So just like a normal Corvette. Or is it? It can deploy anywhere. Any system. So especially Premier through Hoth. Premier through New Hope. I don't know how many games were lost because at the last, force piles are getting low. You got about 15 cards, 10 cards left. It's really close, and they just plop down a Tainted 4 on your Death Star and drain you for 3 the rest of the game. Game over. GG. They have to come fight you there. Put a Mantilian Sabret and a Baka Tank with it or something, and you can just sit on the Death Star, and it forces them to come there. Later sets, it's still good. I still think it's good later sets too. The Death Star isn't ran as much, but you can plop down on Ralatir. It's just good. Permanent pilot provides ability 2 is great too. Love the Tainted 4. Great ship, great picture. Now, number 2, you know, it's just the Liberty. I took the liberty of putting it at number 2. Oh my goodness. Anyway, deploy 8, forfeit 9. So it's just like a regular Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. It's power 7, armor 5. But guess what? Permanent pilot provides ability 2. I guess they all do. Destiny 2, great. Oh, here's the good part. May go to use pile when forfeited. Unless they're running some weapons deck. So basically, it's the Star Cruiser that doesn't quit. Love this card. Every time I'm running a Premier through Death Star 2 deck and I just have enough room for a few ships. You know, if I have room for one ship, obviously it's probably the Falcon or something like that. The Falcon. But if I have room for 2 ships, yeah, I'm going to be putting the Liberty in. Because guess what? It comes back, and if it comes down to it and you got a few cards left, you can lose it, track it, draw it, put it out again. Love this card. Love the Liberty. Great card. Obviously, number 1, we have to give it to Home 1. It's the coolest. It's the best. Love those big numbers. 12, 12. Deploy for 12. Forfeit 12. Ooh. And here's the sweet part. Immune to less than 8 attrition. Oh, that's so good. Mine, less than 10 of Akbar's piloting. Like I said, if I'm running 3 spaceships in a Premier through Death Star 2 deck, it's Liberty, Home 1, and Falcon. And if I'm running 1 card, maybe it's the Home 1. If I'm running 1 ship. Unlimited pilots, passengers, vehicles, starfighters. Destiny 1. Oh boy. a total ability of 4. Gets a Destiny, Immune Nutrition, Akbar ship. Can't beat it. Look at that picture. Such a great card. Ooh, command ship of the Rebel Fleet. Love it. I want you to tell me what your favorite cards are. That's my list. I'm sticking to it. That's the list. And now I want to introduce a new section. We're gonna try this out. So it's called Roast a Random Card. Gonna randomly select a card, Premiere through Death Star 2 right now, and we're gonna roast it. So let's select her. All right, I have this great Excel master card list from StarWarsCCG.org. It's just in their collecting section. It's great. It has every card listed. I removed all the doubles. So we got 2,094 cards, and we got it right here. Let's see what card we get. 10-4. Now that's a number. 1048. 1048. What is it? What am I gonna get? So we have 1048. Jabba's Palace. I don't even know what this card is. Calictu. Let's see. All right. Calictu. Oh, I know this guy. Oh man, rare. Oh, he's one of those Jabba's Palace guys that you get in your pack. I mean, every Jabba's Palace pack is the same. It's like, oh, here's my rare. Deploys only to Tatooine. Power +2 with Barada. Yet again, another card that probably doesn't exist. Or when defending a battle at Jabba's Palace site. So he deploys for 3. He's power 2, forfeit 2, but he could be power 4. Wow, what a treat. During a battle at the same site, may forfeit a transport vehicle present to satisfy all remaining battle damage and attrition against you. Okay, I stand corrected. That could be useful. So I guess you could have a transport vehicle, and then it's kind of like an Ifant Mon type thing, or like a Stormtrooper Cadet type thing. That's pretty cool. I guess I'm supposed to be roasting him. I guess he has a silly name. Click. He's one. Look at his flavor text. Kasakalanico Bada's main assistant, in charge of repairing Jabba's skiffs. That's where the story comes. Okay, it's all coming together. I like how they tie this. Gambler always tries to make it back to the palace to watch the Rancor get fed. We gotta see who this other guy is. Barada. Let's see. Oh, who doesn't love this guy? Deploys only to Jabba's Palace. Power 0. When, he deploys for 5, forfeit 3, which is abysmal, but just in case you want to use him somewhere else, he's power equals 0. No, he's not even power -4. He's power equals 0. So no matter what happens, he's power 0. Power +2 at any Jabba's Palace site. I guess he's power 6. If Jabba's on table, any transport vehicle lost at the same site can be put in your use pile. Wow. What a combo. So that's my roasting a card. All right. So leave a comment below. I'll read through the comments next week and randomly pick one to win a starter deck. Let's just crack this boy open right now. Let's do the honors right now. Oh, wow. What a treat. Oh, yes. This bad boy, whoo, could be yours. I won't kiss it. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
You can go shit in your head, man. You lie so much you believe it. Why don't you do some more blow?